Alrighty, we are live. Sorry everybody for the delay. Waunakee was playing a match before this, so we were just waiting on them. But welcome back to WIHSEA Valorant. This is round number 3. Though it is the 4th game, I believe, for Waunakee, but everything's getting a little funky with spring breaks happening and all that, so we're getting round 3 up and ready to go. This is the 3rd official week of the actual season. This week is going to be on Haven, and as I already mentioned, we got Waunakee High School. I think it's Waunakee Community High School versus Oak Creek High School. So this is going to be a really good one. Waunakee is undefeated, I believe, and then Oak Creek is 1-1. So Oak Creek's looking to come back into the win column. You know, they had a close loss last week, but they are going to be looking to get back and dethrone Waunakee from their undefeated season so far. So starting on the attack side is going to be Oak Creek, as we're not watching an attacker right now. But yeah, Haven is going to be a very interesting map. It's another three-site map. It's the second one of the game. We did already do Lotus, I believe. Sorry. This is the first three-site map that we've done in the regular season. So it's going to be interesting to see how these teams are going to be playing these matches here. It looks like we're going to start off with an A hit directly. Sovadart's trading, getting some information. Scan does hit beams as we get a pretty quick hit on the A site so far. Beams, the first kill of the game. Zoink picking up a trade of their own. Alec taking the rest of the site. Andy is going to be stuck up and having taken a little bit of damage from those from the tail missiles there. As we do get the spike planted, player noted in graffiti. Sane does get taken out by Alec there, second of the round, leaving it a 2v2. Andy left on 1 HP with a drop down. It's going to be very difficult here. DMS is going to have to push out just a little bit. Does a little bit of chip damage to Nico.
One enemy remaining.
Potato versus DMS almost gets the clutch, but DMS just hitting their shots a little bit better is going to be able to pick up this defuse. First round is going to be going in Oak Creek's favor here. Alrighty, that was a very, very good round by both teams. Very close. I always like seeing those rounds where it comes down to a 1v1, 2v2, something like that, where it's like it could swing either way. That was very, very good by both teams here. But yeah, I really like seeing the double sentinel setup with the Vice and the Cypher. It's going to be interesting, going to make it a little bit more difficult for Waunakee to actually get onto the site. As we get a full garage hit, DMS getting the pick onto Zoink. That's going to be the smokes down for Waunakee. Gazinko getting 2 of their own. Oh my goodness. Holding down the C site beautifully. Potato getting the pick, but not able to do much more damage. Gazinko able to get 3 on the round, only 2 off of their ult already. But yeah, this is so far going very well for Oak Creek. But now we're going into the first round where Waunakee is going to be able to buy up their weapons. So seeing the rifles in the hands of Alec and Potato, they've been putting in work with those pistols. So it's going to be nice to see them with a rifle in their hands. As it looks like a little bit of noise being made. Gazinko just kind of trying to get a little bit of spray damage, get a little bit of info. Not able to do much. The Sova darts, both teams are going to be used right away. They do regen, but not going to get very much info for either side. DMS just spraying through, hoping to do a little bit of chip damage, maybe try and get a kill. xTriska firing at the Yoru clone, swings and gets the pick on the Alec. That's huge. That's an upgrade in the hands of xTriska and another Bulldog into their hands. Andy hearing the noise and the tail missile is going to push them towards the grass. They're pushing out. Waunakee taking it slow. 45 seconds left in the round. xTriska ends up getting the pick onto Potato God. That's the flank protection gone. So Oak Creek is going to be able to play this round a little bit less safe, I'll say. They're going to be able to flank a little bit easier, but it doesn't look like we are going to get any sort of flank. With less than 30 seconds in the round, Waunakee is going to have to speed up just a little bit. They are slowed down by the Vice Util. Zoink taking that space. xTriska thinking about the drop down, and it looks like we are going to get it on the site. Jumps down and picks up Pickle, but Nico able to trade out right away. Zoink left last alone here in short. Going to be decayed just a little bit. Misses the decay, but DMS is sticking the plant. Are they going to swing out in time? No! Zoink getting 2 nice kills onto the Oak Creek players, but not in nearly enough time to stop that defuse, bringing a 3rd straight round for Oak Creek. Very well played by Oak Creek so far. Like, xTriska is doing a very good job of holding down whatever site that they decide. They're hitting their shots well today. So, but Waunakee doesn't seem deterred. They're still going into this seemingly a default setup here, but might be more towards a C split, as it will be the latter of the two. Beautiful shot coming from DMS, taking out Zoink once again. That's the smokes gone for Waunakee. It's going to make it a lot more difficult to get onto site. xTriska able to do a little bit of damage, but Beams gets taken out. xTriska and DMS are going to be pushing out here. Taking that space under window, slowing the round down just a little bit. Nico and Potato are going to be left.
1 enemy remaining.
DMS 4 on the round, 1 HP, not able to survive, but Andy denying the ace for DMS. Great round out of them, but once again, Oak Creek just showing a dominant performance right now. So it's gonna be interesting. How does Waunakee decide to change up their game plan? It seems like they're trying to go more in as a team. Maybe have Zoink sit back just a little bit, because not having your smokes makes it so much more difficult to get onto these sites. Even though it is a 3-site map, you have a lot more options and lanes to go down. It's just not gonna be as easy. So it looks like we did get a bit of a switch up. Cypher and Vice did end up switching sides, as we're getting a little bit of a slow hit here. Never saying gonna get picked off right away in a bad position there, up and short, or bad timing I should say. They just went on their cam right before. Alec able to get the pick on the beams, but DMS there for the trade. 3v4 situation in favor of Waunakee. xTriska flashing out, may jump out, gets the pick on the Nico, able to back out just in time. DMS getting one of their own as well, bringing it to a 3v2. Potato down long, but with the stinger, not going to do very well at long range. Zoink does get taken out, but pops the ult. Not going to be in a very good position for them to survive there. xTriska picking up the final kill onto Potato God. 5 straight. What a beautiful retake coming out from Oak Creek right there. I really like the Yoru from Alec. It was allowed Waunakee to take that space and just cement themselves onto the A site, but that flood out of heaven from DMS and xTriska just was too much for Waunakee to handle. 10-1 so far, and they for DMS, and they still have their ult online, so kind of a free pass for them to run it down one of these rounds and maybe cement themselves as like, hey, I am here, you're gonna have to deal with me this game. But it's gonna be interesting to see how that ult does get used. Tested beams with the lineup. Gonna get a little bit of info that there is at least one player towards this A lobby side, as it warrants a pretty early rotate, but xTriska taking a lot of space up here. Able to pick up Potato God and get out. It's going to get sprayed through the wall, though. That's huge for Waunakee. That's one of the big two so far in this game. It's going to be interesting. How does Oak Creek handle losing one of their key players here? Never Saying is going to get spotted out by the Teo Jones and Pink. Not able to do any damage. Nico picking up Saying, making it a 3v4. A little bit of spray through the smoke. Going to get this spike down.
Spike planted.
This B site. DMS able to pick up Alec. 3v3 situation. Evening out the playing field. A lot of util on the side. Zoink getting the pick, but gets traded out by Andy. Last two players from Waunakee are going to be playing for their util. We have Teo missiles. We have Teo ult. We have Sova ult. It's going to be so difficult. DMS popping the ult finally, but able to swing out. Going to get hit for 80. But Andy sticking the bomb through the Sova ult. DMS pushing through, getting those last two kills. Flawless start still for Oak Creek, doing very, very well so far. It's very interesting to see how Waunakee is, going about these mid-round situations. It's nice to see that they're not just stuck on, hard stuck on going to one site. They had some sort of kickback on A, so they were moving around. They went towards B. It just so happened to be that Oak Creek was still on that B site, ready to rotate towards C or A, but Silverdart is not going to see anything. An early drone from Pickle. Saying playing off the trips, but not gonna get a whole ton. They do end up seeing that Sane is on that site. I'm gonna get a little bit of a rotate here from Waunakee. No players directly on the C site, which Potato might be able to see, but we are getting a bit of a rotate as xTriska gonna peek out, gets the pick, sees Alec down long, as it looks like we're gonna get kind of a risky play if Alec does decide to TP back there. Not noted. It's her though. xTriska getting the pick.
Spike down.
Leaving Zoink all alone. Gets Andy, but it's gonna take a bit of a miracle. 36 HP is gonna be one shot to all the rifles in the hands of Oak Creek. Once again, almost flawless round from Oak Creek. But xTriska putting the work in with the op, holding down that C site towards the end there. I like the play from Alec, just not able to capitalize off of that TP in the site. But so far it's just coming down to winning those gunfights, and it's looking a bit difficult for Waunakee. I mean, if I'm going up against xTriska or DMS, they're consistently winning those gunfights, and it's hard to gain momentum in this case. xTriska sees 3 but not able to pick up one. We get a big rush coming up, picks up Potato, but we're just running on through. xTriska getting the second of their own. Slowing down just a little bit. All 3 players from Waunakee are going to be coming out of this A short, as it is a 3v4 on the A side with alert coming out. xTriska picking up one through the smoke. Nico and Alex stuck in short here, as there is a flank coming through. Never Saying is going to see Zan. Leaving just Nico all alone. Andy shooting through the wall, getting the headshot. Able to pick up Nico. 8 straight rounds for Oak Creek, looking very, very strong so far. I'm hoping to see. That play. Waunakee is on kind of a low economy that round, so it makes sense to run it down. It's just so difficult with this Vise util, having those slowing thorns and the wall. Just cuts off an entire lane. But I liked the idea. It was a very good game plan there, and it looks like we're gonna get something similar. Very quick tail to start the round. Potato not able to pick up any kills. Sane gets one through the smoke. Two through the smoke on the Pickle. Alec deeper into sight, so is going to be able to pick up the kill on the Sane, but DMS leaving it in a 1v3 situation for Nico. Going to be very difficult. Gazinkle hopping and jumping through C-site with a shorty. Picks up the 9th straight round for Oak Creek. Just looking absolutely unstoppable, especially on this attack-sided map where you're going to have to be spread thin across the map with these 3 sites. It's seeming as though Waunakee's just running into all of the Oak Creek players all at once. It's so difficult for them to get on this site, especially with how quickly Oak Creek is able to rotate and how long they're able to stall with these 2 sentinels. It's just so difficult for Waunakee to get on site, but a 3-1-1 leaving just DMS on the site. Silverdart coming in, gonna scan once and see that DMS is on the site, but Waunakee fully clearing garage, but gonna pick up DMS, and that's an open B site.
1 enemy remaining.
Alec with 3 Bucky kills. What a beautiful ult. Oh my goodness, that was great. Then Pickle able to finish the round, putting Waunakee on the board. That was a phenomenal round from Alec. Able to pick up 3 with a Bucky back to back to back. Oh my goodness, I wish I was watching him. Like it's hard to switch, but that was great. I loved that. Alrighty, let's see if Waunakee is gonna be able to keep this momentum. You know, you get that 1 round, you know, okay, you're like feeling it, you're like, okay, we can do this. We got this. It's gonna be tough, but we got this. Oak Creek switching it up a little bit, bringing 3 players towards the C site, assuming that Waunakee is gonna be going back towards C after they just won it. So we do get a Teo drone running through C. Sees a little bit of ice util, might have Waunakee scoot out from seed, seeing that the Vice util is there. We got a huge flank from Gazinkle. Sprays just a little bit, but not able to pick anything up, and is gonna have Waunakee run straight towards him. Actually, they're assuming that Gazinkle is the only one on this site, and it's seeming so. But DMS coming back around to help, but Potato running down with the camera out, not able to do much there. A beautiful spray from Zoink. Does a lot of damage, leaving Gazinkle at pretty much 1 HP. Visel is gonna deny any sort of rifle usage for just a little bit. As Oak Creek just able to just sweep the face signing with all of it out of nowhere. It seems that Visel was huge. It cut those guns out of the hands of the Waunakee players.
In the half.
It made it so much easier for them to just run through and pick up each individual kill there. So very, very good util usage out of Oak Creek there. As Waunakee looking to just get that 2nd round going into this this next half here. You know, they're looking to reset right after this round. Win this round, reset, and just hope to keep that momentum of this round, get that pistol round, and make it a whole bunch easier. Never saying. Gonna peek out just a little bit. Gets very close to death there. Zoink, Pickle, and Alec are gonna be pushing into this A site. It's gonna get quite the rotate out of Oak Creek here. Never saying very, very low. DMS has swung out already. Gets 2 very nice shots. Pushing the global, able to get the 3rd on for a possible 6K, but gets taken out. Pops the ult, able to come back, but needs to get a kill or assist, but not able to do so. Beams last alive on the site, not able to do anything. As I said, Waunakee needed that round, hoping to get that momentum started. Needs this pistol round. If they lose this pistol round, it's going to be very, very difficult for them to be able to get past this big, I'm going to say huge deficit that they are in right now. But they are switching over. You know, they had maybe attack's just not their side. So they're looking, hoping to get hoping to get their side started here on defense. Oak Creek, I will say Oak Creek's lineup is very, very defense-sided. Yes, you have that Clove and Reyna to help run it down, but having the 2 Sentinels, I mean, it's going to allow for them to lurk and take a lot more space, but it's also, they don't really have a whole ton of information except for the Sovadart, which they just used. So DMS looking to push into Garage with Saiyan and Beams. They do understand that there is the chance that there's one in the window. Beams able to take out one. Already a 5v2 with
One
Alec
enemy remaining.
very, very low. And it does look like we do have a DC. Unfortunately, we may have to roll back this round. I don't know if they're going to be open to it. But if they decide to play this round out, Nico does come back. But let's see. Actually, am I allowed to roll back around? I'm gonna see. I don't know if I'm allowed to roll back the round, so we're just gonna take it as is. So let's pause the match timer. We're taking a bit of a timeout just for a second. Oh. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna be taking a little bit of a timeout here. Just trying to get the. I'd imagine there's some sort of PC issue going on. Nico may be losing connection here. Looks like Pickle also lost connection. May just be something with being at the school or whatever Wi-Fi that they're on. But yeah, so far a great game. Honestly from both sides. It looks like it's a landslide so far, and like round-wise it is, but seeing how these teams are adapting to each other is very good. I like seeing how there's no over-rotating. You know, they understand that, hey, this site is, like, I'll use the A hit as an example. So Waunakee was hitting that A site, you know, it's just, and then they realize that there's 3 players from Oak Creek there, and they're able to notice that and rotate towards B, plant it on B, and then they did end up losing that round, but it was a very good decision-making round in that sense. So a lot of noise being made by Oak Creek towards this A short site. Alec, the lone survivor, not able to do any sort of damage to DMS, as it looks like we're going to get a pretty quick A hit. They do see Pickle in the back site there. Going to be taking out Andy.
Player standing.
Leaving just Zoink all alone towards C.
Spike planted.
They hear and see Gazinkle, but with this classic, they're gonna have to hit some pretty good shots. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult. Gazinkle clearing a link. A lot of noise being made. Those Oak Creek players running around. Beams gets hit, able to turn around with the ghost, hit a couple headshots, bringing Oak Creek to match point, 12 to 2.
Their spirits are broken.
DMS popping off.
Let's attend to the rest.
26-6 is phenomenal on their part. Just running through, having a good time, you know, just doing what they do best. Clove is one of those characters, you know, they do have smokes and stuff. They're not going to be like a duelist, but they're the most duelist-like smoke player. So they're going to be able to run down pretty quick. But it's like a bit of a default, you know, kind of hoping to understand what Waunakee or how Waunakee is playing, what they're doing. Nico getting picked off early. Alec TP's over, able to get the kill onto Gazinkle. Zoink also getting one of their own. As Beams and Saiyan look like they're going to be ending up on B here. All the players from Waunakee are going to be towards this C site. Beams getting
Last player
the pick on the
standing.
Zoink, but not able to do much else. Waunakee staying alive one more round. 12 to 3. So looking to make the most improbable comeback of all time, and I'm all here for it. I am so excited. But
if you're not a good shot
yeah,
today,
very
don't
well
worry.
played
There are other ways
by
to be
Waunakee
useful.
there. Able to hold down that C and B site. A lot of space being able to be taken up into B, but they were able to play together. You know, they squat up on C link there and able to just overrun the last two Oak Creek players that are on the site. So very well played. But we're gonna get an A hit from Oak Creek, looking to just wrap things up here with all 5 running straight towards Alec. He flashes out. I don't know if he's going to be able to do much here. Gets a ton of damage onto Gazinkle. Ends up TPing out, leaving just Nico and Pickle on the site. But Oak Creek slowing down just a little bit, maybe rotating, trying to take this space up into A short. Nico taking a ton of damage running through this Vice util. DMS get Pickle. Zoink sitting in his corner, able to get pick on the DMS and
Standing.
one more, but just leaves Potato all alone. Gazinkle finishing off the game with a
Attackers win.
3K. Very well played by both sides, especially Oak Creek, winning 13 to 3, a dominant way to get back into the win column. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, I apologize for the late start, but we'll be right back with it. I believe 3:45 next week. And yeah, it's just thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, and best of luck to all you players on the rest of the season.